Brick Awards is a commitment to a legacy created by the awards, as opposed to just a recognition of what occurred in a given year. And this idea of bringing the jurors back together each year for the alumni lunch is a really important part of that kind of dialogue that occurs between colleagues.
It's about how the use of the masonry reinforces the concept and resolution of the design. That's what's special for me about the awards.
The thing the jury was looking for with our winners were projects where it was just so clear why brick was the material of choice. What was the key idea, what was driving that, and how would brick add and enable that, manifest that idea.
With bricks, blocks, tiles and pavers, we just see it as a small pixel really, and therefore it has almost infinite possibilities in how you use it. So that's kind of the power of it, I see.
And I think it's the human. Everyone's very familiar with bricks. It's an ancient connection to the use of masonry through time.
What I loved about this year's jury is that there was robust debate, but I think that we all were able to articulate in different ways why certain projects needed to be commended.
This year the jury was really looking to find projects that mastered the use of brick, that were creative in how they used the brick, and that had something to say that we may not have seen in the past before.
I think it's about looking for projects that don't use the brick and masonry in just one way.
Ultimately, it's about the detail execution and then also the appreciation of context.
This year's awards have really been influenced by the return of brick in a singular form and the return of terracotta tiles in an epic execution.
We know bricks are worldwide, but there's also very particular Australian use of them too, whether it's in suburban landscapes, urban ones, or even in rural settings.
I was very inspired by the creativity, and I felt as though many different architects had different approaches to how they would use brick, block tiles or pavers. And I looked at it and thought, I have never thought of doing that before.
It's absolutely worth entering the awards. I mean, it's one of the few awards programs that's available where there's no entry fees, and really significant prizes, which is great recognition, really on the value and effort that's put into these projects.
I think if you've got a project that you think adds something to the conversation about bricks, possibly a new way of using them, even an old way done well, then you should go for it and enter the awards.